And we're live here from Waldron Stadium, where the friendly Waldron Bulldogs are hosting the Mena Bearcats here. And we apologize for the delay, but we got kicked out of the press box and had to move all of the equipment after it was already set up to the visitor side. This is the first play of the game. Max Montgomery back to pass. He's got a man. Overthrown is Sam Efford.
Missed
incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Just quickly overthrew him there, Clint.
Going to bring up 2nd and 10. So, to inform everybody on the Facebook page that we're definitely on the air here. And this is the second play of the game here. It's 2nd and 10, 11:51 left here in the first half. Handoff to Jaden Felix. Is going to be a loss of 2 on the play, 3rd and 12.
He had a linebacker just kind of shoot the lane right there and was able to squeak through to get pressure on Jaden.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 12. This isn't how Mena wanted to start out here. This is a 3-0 Waldron Bulldog team, and they are full of confidence. They are ready to take on the Mena Bearcats here tonight. We've got press coverage on the outside. Max Montgomery back to pass. Max has got a man deep. He's going for Gavin Hooper. Gavin Hooper comes in a little bit to the inside, and pass is broken up. Might have been a little underthrown there. The Bearcats are going to go 3 and out, and we'll see if Austin Rose on his first punt attempt can hopefully break the trend. He's been an excellent punter this year. It's just the first one's been questionable, hasn't it?
First punt out of the gate has been the one that he struggled with, but after that, like he's around 40, 45 yards is pretty average for him.
Off, the Bearcats will get a procedure.
It was encroachment on the defense.
Encroachment, okay, excellent.
Excellent. Defensive end, left defensive end took off first. And
I saw Sam there. I didn't see the Waldron take off.
It was almost a full second after that defensive end took out.
Going to move it up 5. Going to be 4th and 8, 11:36 left here in the first quarter. Thank you. The punt is away, and it's very good. Going to take a Waldron bounce, but it lands at the 33, bounces back. I believe Waldron will take over on their own 34-yard line. 11:30 here in the first quarter, and I'm not getting the feed off of the iPad, Dawn, to get the ads.
And just as we called it, Clint, I mean, that was about a 40-yard punt, and I'm glad to see him get off a good one there to start.
Excellent start there. Bearcat defense will take the field after really having a real tough outing on their first outing here against their 4th game against the Boonville Bearcats. Other than that, they've been very solid. First pass is incomplete. Boonville trying to strike deep out of a spread formation. We've seen Boonville in some of the wing tee or flex bone of this year, and you got to wonder if they're going to try to imitate Boonville after that performance the Bearcats had defensively
They've been very multiple in what they've done up to this point this year, Clint.
No huddle, and Coy House on the blitz, and he hammers the running back for a 5-yard loss, going to bring up 3rd and 15. That pushes them back to their 30-yard line.
I couldn't tell if that was a designed blitz or if he was just able to read it that quickly and hit the gap there, Clint. Do want to give Joe and David Williams a shout-out for the pretzels and the peanut butter cookies.
Absolutely. Got to do that. 3rd and 15, 10:47 left, rolling out to the right. Waldron thinks he's got a spot there. Going to be enough for the first down. Possible block in the back there on Coy House. He's rolling out, but nice run there by the Boonville quarterback. He's going to get near midfield, enough for the first down. Actually just inside Mena territory. 10:33 left here in the first quarter.
Hate to see him be able to get so much of the edge right there. Like, they sealed that off good.
They got a block there on Coy House, who's rolling out for contain. It's going to be an inside run. Running back is looking for a gap. Coy House pursues him inside out perfectly, runs him down.
You want to know why that worked right there,
Good
Clint?
job, because the right linebacker ends up really wins the fight right there and holds up the
Sam takes on the initial block and wasn't able to get a seal and forced him to stretch it for the linebacker to make the play. That's how you draw it up defensively.
And you got to, that's the deal where you want to go, every defensive player wants to go make the play, but you got to just do your job. They got trips at the top of the field. Waldron looks to be changing the play, got 9 seconds on the play clock. 2nd and 10 right now. Flip the side of the field, looks like they're going to run. Get to the outside there, and decent gain of about 3 on the play, going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You can afford to give up a little bit right there. Now we need to stop. We need to get 4th down right here, Clint.
This Waldron offense may be in 4-down territory here, just inside their Mena side of the field. It'll be interesting to see if they play ball control offense. Trips at the bottom of the field, handoff, and he triple option, and he pulls the ball. Tried to do a little bit of Boonville-esque type of football right there, and Coy House is on top of it this week. Going to bring up 4th and 7.
I believe the linebackers coach, Coach Sandifer, may have chewed on the linebackers just a little bit from last week's performance.
I wonder. I think everybody was chasing rabbits last week, weren't they? 8:30 and the clock is running. Will you be able to get me the ads, Mary? If you can prompt me. Okay, gotcha. Are we still up? Waldron back to punt. They get the punt away. Looks like it's going to land at about the 25-yard line. Bearcats are clearing.
Going to get a good Mena bounce here. It's kind of like a no pitching wedge. Come back, and they backed up about 4 yards.
Worked out okay. This time Mena will get a start on their own 26. Waldron able to generate 1 first down, whereas the Bearcats went 3 and out on their first possession. Passed on first down, incomplete. Waldron looks like they're dropping heavy. They're not going to be sending a lot of heat. They look like they were sending 3 guys and dropping 8 on that first down. Single running back is Jaden Felix, young sophomore. Max Montgomery with the snap. He's going to toss it out to the left side of the field. That's Jake Wiles with the ball. Going to be a loss of 2 on the play.
And you just didn't have enough time to get his feet going there, Clint. And the way your left tackle's walking back to the huddle, he may not have been able to get that edge sealed that we needed to get sealed there. And
I said that was Jaden Felix. It was actually Jake Wiles. Jake Wiles has a pretty severe hip injury.
And he's coming out now. So he was coming off pretty gingerly as he walked to the sideline. So
got a spread set up right here, and this time it is Jaden Felix in the backfield. Max Montgomery back to pass. He's looking at Mason Brotherton. Mason with the reception. It's going to be a short gain of about 7.
Almost gave a few yards back when he turned and fought back and got 2 more yards back out of it after he fought a little bit, Clint.
But you're back to 3rd and 8 right here with 7:02 left here in the first quarter. And this offense doesn't really have a problem with this. You got a lot of different options. Of course, at 3rd and 8, your drop's a little deeper, so you're going to have to find protection with Jake Brotherton missing at the right tackle spot.
And I'll tell you, you got Logan Yang that's sitting out on the left guard. You got Cameron Terwigler playing that right guard.
Quick look, and he's thrown outside. Max Montgomery misfires. Looks like he had
that was
Sam Efford.
I believe that was Sam that he was throwing to there and just
pulled it to the inside there. Going to be 4th and 8. Bearcats will again go 3 and out. Second possession. not a good start offensively on the first 2 possessions. Of course, last week Bearcats have a tough start as far as their first possession. Then after that, they racked up nearly 500 yards of offense against Boonville. Just never could really push it in, and that's going to be one of the best. Going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Bearcats. It's really going to be one of the best defenses Mena faces all year, and but this is a all new Waldron culture here with Coach Powell. Quick kick and had some pressure. Austin Rose had some pressure in his face. This one doesn't make it as far. It gets just inside Waldron territory at about the 40. Lands at about the 49, rolls 3 more.
That's
going to be down to the 46. All right. I don't have my. Okay, I got my feed. Just whatever you need, whenever you pop up an ad, I'm trying to look. I got it in my hand. Don. 6:24 left to go here in the first quarter. Waldron with the ball, 1st and 10. This is their second possession of the night. They have option to the right. They hand off. Get good yardage on second effort. Fullback really was wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage, and he spins around.
When you come in defensively, Clint, you can't expect somebody else to finish that tackle off. Go help them. Knock them back, and it's a 2-yard gain instead of a 5-yard gain.
Really looked like it was almost right at the line of scrimmage there, wasn't it?
Yes.
Then they're able to push it forward. Brings up 2nd and 5. Waldron's back to pass. It's a screen off to the right side of the field, and he's got it set up. He's loose into the secondary, heading to the end zone, down to the 20, 10, drugged down at the 5-yard line, and Waldron is deep in Mena territory. 5:45 left here in the first quarter, and Waldron looks really sharp.
Very, very clean out the gate, Clint, and kind of picking on our left side. The couple completions and the runs that they've hit on the outside have been against the left side of our defense. They're seeing something that they like over there, and we're going to have to take care of that.
Handoff up the middle, got a little bit of a gap. Short gain, maybe about 2. Going to bring up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line. Make that a 1-yard gain. Gets it to the 5. 5:33 left here in the first quarter. Score still 0-0. Waldron is on the march on their second possession of the night. Waldron in a stacked offense there, I formation. They plow it forward, get good yardage. Looks like a gain about 4 yards on the play. Push it down to make that 3 yards down to the 2. Going to be 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line. Waldron's got a bit of a decision here. Got to decide.
You know, nature of the beast, they probably do have a decent field goal kicker.
Yeah.
But they're looking for 7 here. They're not looking for 3.
7, exactly. It's a good time for this Bearcat crowd to make some noise here, but 4:45 left to go here in the first quarter. Waldron with a stacked backfield, and number 10, Austin Rose, gets into the backfield and makes a great play. Going to be a loss of 3 on the play, going to bring up 4th and goal.
Austin, Sam, at that time, the lineman at the left side of that defense did exactly what they had to do.
Great job. Defensive end on that side is Blake Castor, and that was a great job. Great job. A big play by the Bearcats there.
Oh, Efford rolls.
That's right. Waldron looks like they're going for the touchdown here. 4th and goal at the 5. It's a screen in the middle. Incomplete pass. Sniffed out by Sam Efford. Sam Efford was right there on him, and I think
even if it was completed,
I think he might have just thrown that at his feet to avoid a pick. But of course, at 4th down, you'd think they'd give him a chance to make a play. But
if Sam picks that off right there, if they does that's
could
liable to be a
run.
95-yard interception return, Clint.
Well played defensively there by the Bearcats. So the Bearcat defense gives up a big play. They're on the outside. That was a running play, I believe, wasn't it? That,
yes.
They spring it out there. So Bearcat offense takes the field here on the 5-yard line. This is somewhat of a risky position. Of course, they got caught in some spots like this, and they were able to throw their way out of it. But the Bearcats have struggled against the run to get yards on the ground against the better teams. Trips on the bottom of the field. Max Montgomery back to pass. He's looking for a man. He's got a man deep on the outside, complete to Jacob Flemings. Jacob Flemings with a 35-yard gain. Max Montgomery rolls out. He looks at about his fourth option, I think, on that. And Jacob Flemings, I think he altered that route, Anthony. I think he got there, he saw that Max was in trouble, and he kind of squatted in the opening.
He squatted in that open zone right there and said, Max, find me. Please find me. Throw it up.
That's exactly what happened. Max drops back to pass, throws a quick stick to Mason Brotherton. Nice-looking throw and catch. Bearcats are on the move here once again.
And that looks like our offense right there.
Absolutely. 2nd and 7. Going to make that 2nd and 8. Gain of 8 on the play. Bearcats with 2 completions here. Coming off their 5-yard line after a turnover on downs. Bearcats take over, and Max Montgomery and the Bearcats are on the roll in the air. 2nd and 2 right here, spread formation.
Seemed like there was a little hesitation getting this play turned into Max here.
13 seconds left. It hadn't been as deep as it has sometimes.
Well, I don't think they started the play clock that quick. They hesitated on that.
Down to 5 on the play clock. In motion, play action. Max Montgomery with the throw to Sam Efford, and that one was high. Sam on a stick route. Boy, you're rushing 3 and dropping 8 right there.
And there's still a plenty of zone there, just about a 1.5 feet, 2 foot too high.
3rd and 2 here. Bearcats need another first down. This is when you'd like to turn to your running game. 2nd and 2, they decide to take a shot, which really, I like that call. I mean, doesn't matter what I think, but.
It's going to be an empty backfield here, Clint.
Empty backfield. Mason in motion. Heading down underneath. He's going to take the ball and go for the first down on the ground, and I think he's got it.
He's got it easily.
Mason with his 2nd snap of the year at quarterback. They're going to click it at 4th down. Wow.
They're giving him the first down. They're giving him the first down.
That's still a rough spot. Does that not look to you like it's about a foot? But anyway.
He got clearly past the line, the 50-yard line, Clint.
I might as well not whine about it. It's not as bad as getting kicked off the top of the press box. 3:20 left here in the first quarter. Bearcats, the game is still scoreless. Bearcats on the march. It's their 3rd possession. They went 3 and out the first 2 possessions, and this time they got the passing game clicking. Max Montgomery rolls out to his left and absolutely comes through right there. And, wow.
I don't know where that flag was coming at, but, man, they threw one from the far side, face mask against probably going to be 15 yards to us.
Bearcats very fortunate right there because whoever was blocking right there just almost like they got the stop, and then that guy just came through like a shot.
Well, they're gonna discuss it here, Clint. Figure out
That's
what they want to do.
Because I'm not real sure exactly what there is to discuss. Walking this thing off deep.
Yeah, it's going to be a first down.
Boy, it's not from the spot either, so they walked that off from the line of scrimmage. It's a 15-yard game. I'm not seeing the signal. Did you?
I'm pretty certain I saw face mask.
Face mask.
Yeah.
Get a hold of the face mask of Max Montgomery. Going to be a 15-yard penalty. Mena now at the Waldron 35. Helped out instead of a sack, which would have been a loss of about 6 on the play. Looks like Mena gets 15 yards on a face mask call. 2:52 left in the first quarter. Max again back to pass. Looks like a screen. They hit Jake Wiles. Jake Wiles has room. He's into the secondary. Tries to make a man miss, tiptoeing on the sidelines. Steps out of bounds, and that's definitely going to be a personal foul.
It's going to be, and we better watch out because we could get one called against us and be offset.
No reason to
don't retaliate on that. But he clearly stepped out of bounds, and they marked him down, and then they came in and just cleaned
absolutely
Jake's clock.
Jake Wiles was not expected to be playing tonight. He's really gutting through a pretty vicious hip injury from last week.
I'll tell you something positive I saw there, though. When you've talked about it, that he likes to use that stiff arm, but he almost stops himself when he does it to throw the guy off.
Does no good.
He kept his forward momentum going on that play, and look what happens.
Personal foul, another personal foul on the defense. Mena now threatening at the Waldron 5-yard line. This is where the Bearcat defense has struggled last week. Get in the red zone 6 times against the Boonville Bearcats and come away with 2 touchdowns. Leave 4 of them on the board. 2:42 here in the first quarter.
You're going to line up in the eye right here. I do not think they can stop us if we line up here. We just can't march down the field doing it.
Jaden Felix at the dot in the eye with Coy House at fullback, and they're going to hand it off, head straight forward, and there's nothing there. Loss of 1 on the play.
But you got to have a little bit of blocking up front for that to work.
Coy can't get them all. I believe Coy went past that initial wave and planted a linebacker, but front of that offensive line has got to stand up there. Interior just caved in. Clock is running. It's 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line. This looks like play action to me, Anthony.
I would imagine.
I thought they were in the eye. No, they're not. They're in shotgun. Looks like they fake the sweep to one side, then hand off to Jaden Felix. Had a man waiting right there for him.
And that was on your big sophomore guard, Logan Yang, and he just, for some reason, didn't fire off.
Don't know. Is that Logan?
That was Logan.
Okay, the left guard.
It was, left guard.
They flipping the formation. Now you got 3rd and goal at the 10. Obvious passing situation. Minute 12 left here in the first quarter. Huge down here for the Bearcats. Got Mason Brotherton slipped down here low. Looks like they're looking to Mason. Throwing it to him in the corner of the end zone. Ball is high and incomplete.
Max has been just a little bit high on some of these throws here tonight. I think he's been a little bit pumped up, a little amped for this game, but I think he'll calm down here as this first quarter.
4th and goal here at the 10. Looks like the Bearcats are going for it. Play clock's reset at 35 seconds.
Yeah, this first quarter's kind of flown by for us, Clint.
It has.
It's only a minute 10 left to go here.
With the Bearcat Foundation crew did a complete setup on top of the Waldron press box, and then we got ran off. I'm not sure if Anthony didn't put on his deodorant or what exactly happened.
I never made it over there.
Okay. We can't blame it on you then.
I guess they were scared I was going to eat all the...
Max Montgomery rolls out to his left, looking for a man, got pressure, looking to run. Really was nowhere to go for him there. Like to see somebody break out of the route and go the other way. There really wasn't anything, and it's going to be a 3-yard gain. They don't get him for a sack, but Max is not able to get the ball in the end zone. And again, the Bearcats misfire in the red zone.
Avoided the pressure very well. I mean, Max bought him plenty of time for somebody to come free, but just nobody did.
Waldron now taking over on their 5-yard line. Looks like it was a gain of 4. Waldron is loose into the secondary. They hand off straight up the middle. Gain of about 9 on the play. Going to be 2nd and 1. Waldron punches it out of there, deep in their territory.
They almost. I think they left Bobby Wallace unblocked on that play, and he just basically whiffed on the initial tackle.
We had an awesome replay on that, and I missed it. I wasn't looking at my pad. Need to start clicking off some of the ads, Mary. Will I be able to see him up here, Don? Handoff up the middle. Looks like it's going to be enough for a first down. You just like to thank one of our sponsors, Mena Insurance. Get your car, home, life, and auto, as well as business from the folks on Highway 71 North right there in Mena. Go see the folks at PT, the folks at Mena Insurance.
I get a text today from PT. When do I need to change the oil on my truck?
PT will do it himself, I'm sure. Waldron drops back to pass. He thinks he's got a man, and he does not. Throws it into double coverage, almost picked off. If
you had two Bearcats with a chance
Austin
to pick that off.
Rose hadn't tipped it, Caleb Peters has that going the other way. Into the first quarter, score still 0-0. What a well-played football game here, Anthony.
You know, offensively, we're just not clicking. You can see signs of it finally coming together, but we get down to the 5-yard line and go backwards. We just can't get over the hump.
Not able to generate anything on the ground.
And that's just coming. That's up front. You got to get physical. You got to want to from your line of scrimmage. If your line of scrimmage doesn't come together and fire off the ball and get a man on a man, we'll never run the ball.
Not going to be able to run the ball, and it's going to get tougher passing it because boy, that pressure coming from up front was tough. Like to thank another one of our sponsors, John Maddox, State Representative John Maddox, representing the Polk, Scott, and Montgomery County. Like to thank him for helping bring us this broadcast, as well as his service to the community, all the great things that he's done for us. Also like to thank Nidec, All for Dreams. This is not your father's Nidec. Not that it's bad, but I thought that was a really good line.
It's a new brand.
I don't know if I was supposed to repeat that, but there's a lot of great things going on out at Nidec Motor. Nidec is on the leading edge of electrical motor technology. It's a place not just for a job, it's for a career. Waldron taking the field here on their own 22-yard line. They're able to punch it out from the 5. Waldron able to.
This is second down here, isn't it, Clint?
Second down, yes, that's right. Start of the second quarter. Handoff. Got a good cave block in on the outside linebacker. Boy, nice run by Waldron. Going
to pick up about 7-8 yards on that.
Yes, 8 yards. Looks like it's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Big 3rd and 2 here for the Bearcats. It'd be nice to get them off the field quick.
I'll pick on my own son here for just a second, and he got hammered on that outside edge.
He got hammered, yeah, but that was a tough situation. This Bearcat crowd has woken up here. It's 3rd and 2 here by Waldron. They're going to just dive ahead, and he doesn't get it.
Oh.
What a play. What a play by the Bearcat defense. You got great pressure. I believe one of the jerseys getting up there
Coy,
is
Evan Graves.
Castor.
Yes, Castor. All met at the bring up 4th down. They're going to have to punt this.
Speaking of that, it is great to see Evan Graves back out there. He took a vicious hit from the turf, returning a kick week 3, and he's back out there after the concussion protocols. Waldron with a great punt. Gets it across midfield, and Mena's going to fair catch at the 35-yard line. Is that Gavin Hooper fielding that?
That was Gavin fielding it.
Great job by Gavin. Gavin is fighting a hip injury, much the same as Jake Wiles.
Pretty similar injuries, from what I understand.
Bearcat offense takes the field again. Had a great drive here on their 3rd possession. Nothing before that, but able to generate really everything through the air, and they've done nothing but go backwards on the ground. Waldron with 3 down linemen. Have no safety. It's usually an indication that they're hiding the safety. Max Montgomery back to pass. Got a man. It's Gavin Hooper. Oh, wow. Gavin Hooper just doesn't adjust to it. Max lays it up there. And Gavin just got to see that in there because Max sees that he's definitely got him beat. Lays it up, and
that was a touchdown, Clint.
That's a touchdown, yes. Yeah, Max lays it up short. You know, he's taught to do that whenever you definitely got somebody open. You want to make sure it's catchable.
If that hip is just not allowing him to adjust
change
quite
directions
as quick.
Yeah. Another possession. Looks like a flag on the play.
I think that's going to be false start on Gavin Hooper right here. I think
Flag
he flinched
from the
before
outside.
Flinched before the snap.
Mena backing up right here. Boy, that one was tough because it was looked like it had definitely had potential. Waldron is definitely taking a chance here with this no safety coverage. They've got the athletes. Max Montgomery again back to pass. He's got looking at Sam on the seam and throws to Jacob Flemons and another drop. Going to bring up third down, 3rd and 15.
He kind of fired that into him, but that's one that Jacob's got. You got to catch that.
Yep, he'll get that. He had 6 catches, really his first 6 catches on the year last week.
In his career.
Yes, career, and coming off a monster game. Named player of the game by the coaches. Going to be 3rd and 15 right here. Looks like Waldron's thinking about bringing pressure on the edge, and they do. Max with the throw on the outside. He lays it up early to Gavin Hooper, and Gavin not able to find it. Incomplete, and the Bearcats
going to have to punt this away, Clint.
Going to have to punt it. They go 3 and out. Unfortunate there. Looked like Max kind of felt like it was a hot route situation and got rid of it early. He possibly could have held on to it a little bit longer. Bearcats are going to back up another 5 yards. Another penalty here by the Bearcats. Motion right side. Who do we have at right tackle this week?
That was Dreo Zanich.
Dreo Zanich.
I just heard our friend Ashley down the way holler his name out.
Timeout by Waldron. Waldron takes a timeout here. Take a look at another one of our sponsors. University of Arkansas Rich Mountain. The Bucks. Lots of great things going on at University of Arkansas Rich Mountain. You can continue your education right here in Polk County.
I've got to get a schedule of the baseball schedule so I can try to catch a game or two.
Lots of great things happening.
So tonight's game's being brought to you in part by Shelter Insurance Agents, Talissa Montgomery. Get down there and see Talissa for all your had to call her the other day for getting insurance on a customer.
All right.
Oh, and Baywash Car Wash, where they take pride in your ride. You got to get down there and get them old automatic wheels spinning on a wash job. Gets it semi-buffs it when it does that.
That's right. Clear coat finish. Also, you
get a little soap and water.
Also, you like his storage because he's sitting down here in front of us. He paid for that ad. We'd like to sneak by that one if he's not sitting here close to us. But Waldron has decided they're going to try to pressure that, and they're getting pressure right in the face of Austin Rose. And they've affected the last two.
You got to block the guys up front coming right up the middle.
Austin really does a good job just poking that out right there. I think he saw the pressure. Looked to me like he kind of turned his leg to get it around the defender. 10:49 left here in the first half. Scoreless, but Waldron with their best field position, starting field position. Waldron in the spread formation, rolls out to his right. He's got a man open, caught. Gain of about 12. I believe that's his first.
You're going to have that come back. I'm pretty certain there's going to be a holding penalty on the Waldron Bulldog line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring it back and make it 1st and 10.
55 looks really guilty.
Yeah, he's White Hat sitting there talking to him pretty heavily.
I believe that's Waldron's first completion on the night, if I'm not mistaken. 10:40 left here in the half. Going to back Waldron up 10 yards. Going to be first and
we got some good pressure up the middle there. We just didn't have the speed to get to him to really force him off his spot.
got some good foot speed there at quarterback. It's going to be a loss of 12. Spot foul. Going to bring up first and 22. Bearcat crowd, really good-looking Bearcat crowd here. We have filled the, well, I'm not supposed to say that. We have socially distanced filled the visitor side of the stadium.
Got them hanging on the fences. And
quarterback rolling to his left, got pressure on the backside. It's complete. It's a gain of about 5 on the play. Going to bring up second, 17.
Good tackle there by, that was Sam Efford.
Great replay by Don. Hardest working man in show business, Don Kelly. He likes setting up so much, he did it twice tonight. Speaking of that, we'd like to thank one of our fans, Brandon Peters, for giving us room here.
Yeah, I had to boot them out of their spot here.
Exactly.
They'd got here an hour early just to get a spot.
Waldron back to pass. He's throwing into double coverage, and it throws it out of bounds.
The quarterback had the man, the receiver had the guy beat there. He just threw it out of bounds.
Had the safety over there on top of him, but that's okay. But he looking at the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Great to see.
That was
Chris.
Peters. That was Peters sliding over to cover him over the top, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. 9:55 left in the half. That's 3rd and 17 here. Waldron behind the count. Of course, they got it the last time in this with a quarterback scramble. Quarterback's got good foot speed, got pressure over the right side. It's a screen. He's loose into the secondary, and he's close to the first down. He's close enough that Waldron's going to go for it. They're in Mena territory. They give up 15 yards right there. 3rd and 17. They give up 15 yards on a screen on the outside. It's 4th and 1. Bearcats are going to have to bow up right here. 4th and 1.
As a lineman, you got to feel that when they just absolutely turn everybody loose, you got to stop and find the receiver he's looking for.
It's a option play, and they lay the ball on the ground. I think they're going to give it to us. Doesn't matter. It's turnover on downs either way, but that's a loss of about 4. What you got is a mix-up on the mesh, and both players thought they wanted it, Anthony.
Both players ended up with the ball in their hand and weren't turning it loose, and the quarterback ended up tackling the running back because he wouldn't let go of the ball. What a break for the Bearcat defense.
Turnover on downs. I think they had the play, too.
And they had the edge sealed.
Mm-hmm. I think that if the quarterback had gotten that pulled cleanly, it was a definite first down play. So see if the Bearcats can't do something with this possession. Waldron is gone to a safety look right here. So see if the Bearcats can't matriculate this short down the field. Again, they're going deep. Going to attack it to the outside. They got Gavin Hooper. He's got the catch down at the 20. This time, Gavin just needed some company.
Needed somebody in his face.
Somebody come back here and keep me company. Max Montgomery basically throws it to the soft spot in the outside 3rd. And he saw that Gavin had him beat. He lays it up there, and then Gavin really goes and makes a play. Nice play by Gavin Hooper.
He goes up and gets the ball there, and that's what you want to see. You want to see him go up and get it, attack it.
Check out right here, and the outstanding junior coming in, Caleb Peters. I got Brandon sitting in front of me. I got to get the name right.
Oh, we got to talk bad then.
Mm-hmm. Got the skinny spread look here. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Max Montgomery back to pass. He's got the triple move on the outside to Mason Brotherton. Throws it wide. Boy, he had Mason, too.
Give him a little air on that and let him go high point that.
Absolutely.
There's not a kid on the field that can stop him if he's stopped and jumping up for one right here.
Got to get that thing up in the air. Really, boy, that was a missed opportunity for his touchdown. 8:36 left here in the first half. Bearcats threatening.
But another inside we're on the 15-yard line, Clint, and this is where it really makes it tough on our offense. So just not able to block as well as we'd like.
Again, that skinny spread Max is trying to throw out of. He's rolling to his right. He's got pressure from the back. Max holds on to the ball. He slings it out to Jake Wiles. Jake Wiles with the ball heading to the end zone. I believe he's got a touchdown. Touchdown Bearcats. They're going to call him out at the half-yard line, and that's big because the Bearcats have to now punch it in. That is a horrible call. That is a horrible call. First and goal. Luckily, there's room for a first down. Got Coy House coming in, but Bearcats have had no positive rushing yards tonight other than the Mason Brotherton quarterback sneak. Hand off to Coy House, and Coy just give it to the guy that blocks. That's it. Coy's going to punch it in. Coy, you gained a half a yard. Let's not act like you cured cancer.
But
touchdown.
Hey,
that's a
half
huge
a yard
play
that we haven't been able to get.
And this is a big play right here, Anthony, because the Bearcats been about 66% on the, of course, all stats are made up on the Bearcat Foundation broadcast. According to Brian Hensley, we're exactly 66.66% on the extra point tries.
Let's see if
and it's not always been Jet's fault. I mean, it's been pressure up the middle, snaps back, it's up, and it is
perfect.
Good, right down the middle.
And this is where the Bearcats got to.
We're going to replay the not touchdown. I like that. Got the pressure right coming in from the right side, and he
may have.
He might have.
You know,
wow.
On that, you just go dive for that and get it without a doubt.
He really does relax right there at the end and gets knocked out. He may have gotten knocked out. Really, you get down there that close, you can't take a chance. You got to go ahead and punch it in. Well, now Mena takes the lead 7-0.
So this will be the first time we've kicked off at Waldron here tonight. So we'll see how our kick coverage does and see if we stay with the little pooch kicks or if we try to kick this thing deep and go make a play.
8:13 left here in the first half. Bearcats leading 7-0. Kick is high, going to come down at the 20-yard line. Waldron with the return. He's loose into the middle. He's got room, still on his feet. Great return by Waldron. Going to be out near midfield to their own 48-yard line. Let's get another one of our sponsors. Change of possession here. You got that, Mary? I'd like to thank folks at Mena Ford. Go by and see Anthony and the folks at Mena Ford for the complete Ford lineup of cars and trucks and vans. And lots of great things going on with the Ford product line with the new F-150 coming out.
You're not a lot of manufacturers are trying to get away from so many cars.
Again with another screen, Sam Efford just almost sniffed that out. Looked like he got so excited he thinking about going for the ball and at first but
just got to center him up right there. You can't go to where he was. You got to go to where he's right where he is. So
2nd and 3 or 2nd and 7, gain of 3 yards on the play. Again in that spread formation, Waldron no huddle. They're snapping it early. He's rolling out to his left. He's got a man to the outside. What a great catch by the slot back there. Looks like he hauls it in. Going to be a gain of about 10 on the play, maybe more.
A one-handed grab there, Clint.
One-handed grab.
He kind of floated that and right in between. Was that Bo Meyer and right over the top of Sam there?
Good coverage. Good coverage. To throw was about the only place it could have been. Tough play by Waldron, but they make it happen. They're down to the Mena 36, 1st and 10. Mena leading 7-0. This time they hand off on that dive play, and there's nothing there. He might have gotten one.
I think the ball may be on the ground there, Clint.
Might be right.
But
Evidently he comes back
Bulldogs
up with
did come up with it, but they were definitely scrumming for the ball.
Short gain on the play. It's going to be around 2nd and 10. 7:03 left here in the first half. Bearcats are leading 7-0. Great night here for football. Spread formation. They call the draw, and great pressure by Bobby Wallace, but still get about 5 on the play. They're going to call a touchdown. He may have rolled over on top of Bobby Wallace and not been called down. That's the indication. They do get a touchdown here. Waldron on a draw play gets the Waldron running back gets swallowed after about a 4-yard gain, but evidently he lands on top of Bobby Wallace, and heads up play by the Waldron running back. He just keeps on running.
Had plenty of people there, but that may not have been a 4-yard gain.
No. And the kick is up, and it is no good.
So, fortunately, the Bearcats still had the 7-6 lead here.
Maintaining the lead in the special teams. And, wow, that is a weird play right there. Completely swallowed up, man. I just don't see how something didn't hit the ground, but we'll have to see. Wow. Waldron scoreboard man goes ahead and gives them the extra point.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Every Bearcat fan here is saying the extra point was no good.
The extra point wasn't. Didn't they? They called it out, I thought.
I thought that's what the signal was, Clint, but
that extra point may have been good. The score may be 7-7. Waldron's lining up here to kick. 6:38 left in the half. Kick is up, and Gavin Hooper with the ball at the 10-yard line. He's got a chance for a return. Back and bounces out to the outside. He's still on his feet. Gets it out to the 30-yard line. Good tough run by Gavin Hooper.
You know, I'd like to, me being selfish, I'd like to see Gavin line up in that tailback spot.
That's what he has shined.
The speed that you have there.
Getting some more touches on the ball. Boy, evidently that thing did knuckle in there. They didn't signal it. I thought I definitely saw one of the referees signal the extra point was no good, but evidently it did. It got in, so score is 7-7. .629 here. Bearcats are taking over on their own 30. We should have got another sponsor there, Mary. Try to do that on the change of possessions. Okay, gotcha. Bearcats in the spread formation.
But you got Craig Bentley out there just giving the Whiteheads some kind of business.
He's talking about the extra point. Wow, that's amazing. There was actually a signal. Boy, that is a weird turn of events there.
They just give him a warning right there? Or?
Boy, that is rough.
They didn't mark any penalty off, but they sure gave him a warning for it.
Going to be a quick throw out to the outside. Going to give about
9 yards.
9 yards
on a quick stick, and they're going to give that.
Was that a stick route or was that a?
Well, he ran about 8 yards and stopped, and then picked up 2. So
okay,
or 7 yards.
I didn't know if that might have been that outside screen. They've got that in this week where he comes in, chops his feet right behind Sam, and then runs it.
Basically, just kind of sat in the soft part of almost like a zone coverage right there, and Jacob kind of run the other guy off of him, and heck, there wasn't anybody within 5 yards of him.
Trips at the bottom of the field. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Quick throw out to Mason Brotherton, and that's that play we were talking about. Mason lets Sam block for him. Still on his feet. He maintains his feet and really gets into the secondary there. Nice run by Mason Brotherton.
I'd like to see Mason go ahead and put his foot in the ground and pick up another 5 or 10 yards there.
Boy, it looked like
maybe
he got
even
free.
busted.
Looks like he got free there, and he didn't think he had room. But, boy, great run, though. Nice gain of about 10 on the play.
But set up very well because of the blocking you had from your wide receivers.
Great job. Spread formation. Believe the single back is Jaden Felix. 5:05 left to go here in the half. Plenty of time for the Bearcats. Clock's not a factor. Max is back to pass. He's looking at the stick route, and, boy, that's a miscommunication somehow. Throws that at Sam Efford in the opening.
And there was a little gap there, just, again, whether Sam was supposed to sit down a little quick or a little quicker, slow down, or but, again, behind him.
2nd and 10, 4:55 left to go in the half. Spread formation. That's Trips at the top of the field. Max Montgomery's looking at the spot route, and it's going to be knocked down incomplete. Mason looked like he had a shot at it, and then he pulled his hands down thinking it was for the outside receiver.
And it maybe touched both of their hands.
Is that going to be 3rd down? It's 3rd and 10. Ball's at the Waldron 45-yard line. Really 2 misfires here on this possession. It's dangerous when you got to execute. If you're going to run that short game and stick routes, it's got to be executed almost perfectly. Really hard to cover. Mason Brotherton goes out there again, got a guy open in the middle, and again, that one's a little high. Max Montgomery pulls a trigger, found his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go, and they misfire. Going to be 4th and 10 now.
Max looking for him. He's leaving it just a hair high across the middle of the field here.
4th and 10 now, 4:44 left to go. Waldron has been threatening on that block. Looks like Rose backs up a little bit farther. Nice punt. He's going to come down and take a Mena bounce, a nice Mena bounce. Lands at about the 21, and Bearcats are going to down it at the 14, make that 13-yard line. Like, think Union Bank of Mena, hometown banking at its best. Folks at Union Bank have been a huge supporter at the Bearcat Foundation and really been here with us from the beginning to help make these broadcasts possible.
For the school, for the program, they're just big supporters of it all.
Great community members. Also, Arvest Wealth Management. Go see Christopher Throkill. Looked like they're thinking about a double pass, reverses field. Got 4:28 left here in the half. Waldron. Boy, it looked like they should have been able to stop it for less than that. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You had to cut it off from the outside because if they get to the edge there and you turn it back in, and the help was just a little late getting there, Clint. So picked up 4 yards.
Be 2nd and 6. With the pass here, hits a man on the outside. It's the same pass. They've ran that a couple times. It's a simple out route with a go route on the outside, and they get the completion. Going to be enough for the 1st down. Going to get it out to the 35-yard line.
So they got it moved out of the shadows of the end zone there, but defense needs to come up big here.
Clock is running, 3:40 left here in the half. Nice.
Make sure
stop.
He's down, boys.
Yep, make sure he's down, exactly.
They're gonna bring him on down and hold him for a little bit now.
Big gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10.
Jordan Roberts making that tackle there.
Nice job there on the option. Waldron with the no huddle. 2 backs in the backfield. Looked like it was play action.
I think there's going to be a false start on the Waldron Bulldogs.
Be false start on Waldron.
Yep. With my x-ray vision, I saw a flicker. I just didn't see who it was. And again, we are sorry for last week's debacle, not being able to get on the
boy. That was rough because we were assured and we got there and had a great connection. But the minute we started streaming, the signal just mysteriously would quit, the Wi-Fi signal. And I'd like to apologize for everybody for dropping. That was just really weird. 3:13 left here in the half. Waldron rolling out the pass. He's got a spot right there. He's going for the man deep. And, boy, Sam Efford, normally when you get a matchup with a linebacker, you can go ahead and outrun him. But Sam just right there step for step, and that's one of the fastest players. That's the current state, I believe, 4A 200-meter champion.
Really?
It's Brian Bailey's kid.
Is that the game warden?
Yep.
He's probably at home preparing for all the people he's going to write tickets tomorrow.
That's it. Yeah, going to go get him. No, he's a great guy. Great guy, Brian.
We've coached with him and talked to him a lot over the years, haven't we, Clint?
Yep.
Against him?
Yep. We'll coach with him, yeah. Back to pass. Waldron is sacked by, I believe he brought him down, lost yardage, Logan Yang, but it made it happen by the Blake Castor and Bobby Bubba Wallace. Great job there. Going to bring up 4th down. Bearcats are going to have a chance for another possession here in the first half. Looks like Waldron's going to probably let this clock run down all the way. They got a
limit the time that we had to move down the field.
Play clock's reset. Waldron's set here. They go ahead and snap it with 20 seconds left, and it is a shank. Going to have to get away from it, and it does. It comes to the sidelines. Bearcats are going to take over on the 49-yard line.
Great field position to start this more than likely final drive of the first half.
I'd like to thank the folks at Gentry Chevrolet in DeQueen. It's your area Chevrolet dealer. Free delivery for the Mena customers. Look at the complete Chevrolet lineup at Gentry Chevrolet, full-service department. And great to have them on board helping bring this broadcast to you, Gentry Chevrolet.
Well, Clint, it's offensively, we've got to connect on the balls that we can connect with.
Absolutely. Boy, and Max has had a rougher night tonight than he's had. He's basically been right on target. This time it's a toss sweep trying to get something going on the ground, and again, it's just nothing. The best running play we've had has been the short passing game, and, of course, Mason taking it at quarterback for a quarterback sneak. I believe he got about 4, didn't he?
Yeah.
Other than that, we have been absolutely
and they gave him a
stoned.
Horrible spot on that, too.
That's right. I forgot about that. It's a loss. Again, we go backwards on the ground, going to bring up 2nd and 11. But you got to try to get something out of that. Waldron is definitely softening up. See if the Bearcats take advantage of it. They do. Throw to Mason Brotherton. Mason leaves the ball on the ground, tries to make a move, and just lays it on the ground at the 38-yard line, and I'm not sure that he wasn't heading to the end zone, was he?
Yeah, they bailed off of Mason and left him wide open right there. For some reason, they all sailed out to cover Sam on the little drag out.
Mason Brotherton, great catch and run, and really no contact. Ball just falls out of his hand at the 38-yard line. Minute 35 left here in the half. Waldron has, I believe they've got all 3 timeouts. They're not showing any on the scoreboard. Quick throw out to the outside. Makes a move. Wide receiver makes a move right there on the outside. Big gain of about 17 on the play, gets it into Mena territory, minute 27. They steps out of bounds, saves the timeout.
No time, really, not a lot of time marked off the clock either. Who was that, Jake Short?
Yep. Jake Short gives up the reception, but then you do that so you can make the tackle, and then misses the tackle. It's very unfortunate. Got Gavin Hooper.
Now you bring Gavin in to stave off that.
Ball's on the ground. Quarterback jumps on it quickly. Loss of 2 on the play, and the clock is moving here. Be interesting. Waldron doesn't look like they're in any hurry.
They don't look like they're in big of a hurry.
Going to watch the top of the field because Chris Bollmeyer is nursing an ankle injury. Waldron's dropping back. Looks like they're going for
Intercepted.
Intercepted.
That is Sam making it.
Sam Efford with another turnover.
The interception was caused, though, the linebacker, and I couldn't tell if that was Evan or Coy, may have got a little deflection on that, Clint, and then Sam's sitting there to pick it off. So
Bearcats
we give the ball
with
to
turnover.
them, and we get the ball back here quickly. We got 52 seconds, so let's just catch the ball and make some plays and get some points going into half.
Hold on to it. Waldron is dropping back a little bit here. They've been in a very aggressive zero safety look, and Bearcats drop 1 touchdown, and in motion, Sam Efford, play action, throw the screen right there, and wow, all over it there on the inside of the field. Looked like it could have been pass interference. They were all over Jake Wiles. Max throws it right at his ankles.
Yeah, but if it's behind the line of scrimmage, it really doesn't matter.
That's right. That's right. 2nd and 10, 47 seconds. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Dangerous right there, that inside screen. That's the one we ran about 5 times against Harding.
They sold out for that right there, and we'll look backside just if you had that as an option. I know it was a screen. Going to get the Bulldogs for encroachment here.
Not sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
the tackle did move.
Left
Gray
end.
Ozanich did flinch, but
it was after he done crossed the line of scrimmage,
okay.
though.
Bearcats in a dogfight here, tied 7-7, 47 seconds left in the half. 18 seconds on the play clock. 2nd and 5 right here. Max is back to pass, looking at the pressure. Got pressure on the outside. Hits Mason Brotherton. Mason.
First down.
Looks like it's first down yardage. Boy, I'm not real sure what the plan was there. Everybody to look at each other, and then suddenly they broke after.
Oh, we called timeout here.
Looked like it might have been a busted play. I'm not sure about that. To thank our friends at Smith Pallet, located right there in Hatfield, one of the largest suppliers of pallets in the area. Quality pallets since 1949. Encourage everyone, whether you need a pallet or not, Anthony has promised to double Brian's sales on the year. And if we don't, he's in big trouble, because
if we double him, I might be able to sell him a rig or two.
That'd be good, yeah. Also like to thank Don's Easy Pay with 11 locations, with a new one coming right there in Booneville, and coming to Booneville in 2021.
They've got one here in Waldron.
That's right. Man, they're everywhere.
Been a big store, and they've had it for a long time.
Full service appliance dealer, and lots of other stuff there at Don's Easy Pay. Pretty good Little League coaches, too. Trips at the bottom of the field. I believe they got Jake Wiles at the running back spot. Max Montgomery again back to pass. Got a man on the outside and thrown just a little bit wide. Going for Jacob Flemons.
Put it in the spot where if he caught it, he's going to get out of bounds and save the clock, but we got to make that reception.
2nd and 10 here. Didn't get much time off the clock. Still got some time here. Got to come up with a play.
Still got 2 timeouts here too, Clint.
Still have yet to get, one of the receivers that we have not hit is Sam, and spread formation here.
That's going to be offsides on the nose guard for Waldron Bulldogs.
Tried to get a head start there, didn't he?
He tried to get a head start and
get another one of our sponsors while they're walking this off. I'd like to thank Brodix cylinder heads for heads, blocks, and manifolds. Been right here in Mena since 1965. I didn't know they'd been here that long. I said the 70s.
They're getting old.
That's amazing. That's amazing. The leading producers of racing cylinder heads in the nation right here in Mena, Arkansas. Max Montgomery back to pass. Got a throw out to the outside, and he's got
first down.
None other than Sam Efford. Enough for the first down. They're going to move the chains. Got to hurry up to the line of scrimmage. 28 seconds are moving down the field.
Had people hanging on him there, and that's you give Sam a chance. He's going to get them sticky paws on it.
Sam cutting to the outside. He's looking at Sam, floats it up. He goes up. Boy, it goes right in and out of his hands. Golly. We were just talking about how he catch the ball and it goes in and out of his hands into the Waldron defender's hands for the interception. See that one-on-one matchup, and that's one we'll take every time, but that's extremely unfortunate there. It's almost like I think Sam was going to turn and run with it before he got a hold of it.
You've got to catch the ball first, and then you can run with the ball. I thought the Waldron Bulldog was there a little bit early.
Waldron, with the ball in their own 15-yard line, is going to take a knee. And going to go ahead and let this run off right here. And what a great first half of football. Bearcats are tied, should be 7-6. The referee clearly waved that out. Did he not, Coach Arnold? I mean, the referee waved that out. It looked like he called that. You got Coach Arnold walking out of the press box here. It looks like they called that no good. We had a signal the extra point was no good.
I wasn't even watching.
You okay? Well, hey, Arnold don't want to get into that political stuff, does he? Anyway, looked to me like it definitely went out, but we unfortunately Waldron got that, and it really the touchdown was questionable as well. Of course, you have the guy tackled after about a 4-yard gain. Bobby Wallace rolls him up and evidently slings him across his body, and he never touches the ground. He gets up and runs. And but he just swallows him up. I'm really not sure how he got out of that. Enough for the first down. No, the point after was not waved off, Philip. Your dad asked me. Also like to thank Sterling Machinery. Sterling Machinery, unique in the marketplace, and are they ever unique? It's they got great things going on there at Sterling. It's amazing. The manufacturing happening in Mena. They got a company called Intigen with a revolutionary natural gas generator, and it's really being led by Microsoft, and they handpicked Sterling Machinery right here in Mena, Arkansas to lead the project. And, well, say lead it. It's they're a major component of, or a supplier of components for the Intigen. You'll be hearing about that in the future as part of the Green Energy Initiative.
Can't believe they let old Bob have part in that.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's only because of the legendary Bearcat, Eric Martin.
Oh, is that what it is?
He's world famous. World famous for his exploits between the lines.
Some good, some bad, huh?
He is on record as having the greatest catch in warm-ups ever at Greenwood, Arkansas.
The greatest catch in warm-ups.
It was absolutely spectacular. He brought the crowd to their feet. Stretched out, caught the ball, laid out vertically, lands in a mud puddle, jumps up, spikes it, and does a celebratory dance.
Like
all
he
in
just
warm-ups.
scored a touchdown?
Yes. It was quite spectacular. Only Eric Martin could generate that kind of.
We need some of that excitement here tonight.
We do. We need to get him in the stands.
Eric, if you ain't here tonight, you just need to make the drive on up to
we need that, Eric.
Waldron so we can have some enthusiasm that you can bring to us.
to show up. Boy, we need this Bearcat crowd to really show up here in the second half. Been a lot of energy here tonight, but the Bearcat defense really needs to make it happen. 13-20 left in this halftime presentation. Bearcats tied 7-7. And wow, what a first half. Waldron scores all 7 of its points on questionable circumstances, but Bearcats have left tons of opportunities on the board. You know, I'm almost thinking Mason takes that in at the 2-minute mark, and he somehow just drops it without contact, lays it on the ground. After about it was about
a 10, 11-yard gain.
Right, at the point that he lets go of it, but there was nobody on him. For some reason, everybody floats out to the outside. Well, Mason actually made a man miss the initial contact, and he works his way up the middle of the field and just lays the ball down. 12:30 left to go in this halftime break, and with that, we will probably, I believe we've gotten through the sponsors, Mary, the first half marks, and okay, and we will going to go partake in some of the world-famous Waldron egg rolls.
Let's get on it.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, it gives me a good deal of pleasure.
Not even close.
Haven't got to do this for a while. I'd like to welcome to the halftime the pride of Scott County, our Waldron marching band. Tonight, presents a music celebration that reflects the rich diversity and the influence of Latin music. Tonight's selection is El Bandito. Marching band is led by drum major Lindsay McCullough and directed by Shanice McFerrin and Bryce Langley. Band, we thank you. We are looking forward to watching you perform. When you're ready, go ahead. Thank you. junior high will be playing Thursday. I'm thinking, I don't think I'm wrong, I believe they'll be playing Trinity. And the 7th grade, their game will start at 5:30, followed by the junior high team. Another reminder, immediately after the ball game, 5th quarter downtown Waldron, First Baptist Church at the stoplight. So glad to see that get started once again. Again, I want to remind everyone the Sunny will remain open till 11 p.m. So take advantage of that. Okay, I have the winning number on that 50-50 drawing, so get your ticket out. Here is the winning number. I'll repeat it twice. Winning number 2, 5, 4, 3, 0, 8, 4. I'll repeat it one more time. The winning number is 2, 5, 4, 3, 0, 8, 4, and the pot was worth $143 tonight. So, congratulations, check your number, bring it up here. Thank you.
Get through here without he was totally respectful. Then he said that he told the coach, what it was like. Coach said, "Fuck the flag." Like he said, it's just a war. I was like, well, I appreciate that. His knee was down. Oh, I wouldn't even talk about that. Yeah.
Boys look better last night. No, they were.
Whoever sent those cookies, thanks. Saved me and Brian's life up here.
That's
I forget who. David Williams. Yeah, he's a really nice guy. He always sits at the end of the basketball court with his daughter. Yes. What? No. That's amazing. It was. Wow. It should be 7-1. We went back and looked at the replay. Are we live? Yep. We're not talking.
I stole one of your egg rolls.
Yeah, we're.
Sheet too. And we're back here for second half action. I'd like to thank everyone here for joining us here live at Waldron Stadium here, where the Bearcats are taking on the Waldron Bulldogs. The score is tied 7-7, and the benefit of the replays, we went back and looked, and the extra point was good, which is what I sure was not. And however, the knee was clearly down. The knee was clearly down. You go back and look at the replay, and it's as he goes down, and it's not even close. And so the score should be 7-1, but the extra point was good. Isn't that the way it works, Anthony?
Yeah, it is. You just, regardless, referees are still human. They're going to make mistakes here and there. And
Got to go to the whistle. Yep.
We've got to play until the whistle blows. And when we have offensive plays, in front of us, we just got to make the plays.
Mm-hmm. It's in the side of the camera bag. Bearcats are going to kick off here in the second half. Score tied 7-7. Waldron will take over first. And action-packed first half. Bearcats really left a lot of opportunities. Unfortunate Mason Brotherton fumble with looked to me like he might have had a chance to score on the play and non-touched. And Bearcats swarming in coverage here. Make the tackle at the 22-yard line.
They were not in there, Clint.
Okay. In the side pocket?
Was not in the side pocket.
Okay. 11:57 left here in the third quarter. Bearcat defense takes the field. Waldron is at their own 23-yard line, 1st and 10.
Gotta stand tall out here. Gotta be big. And
So Waldron offense looks to be very potent. And screen game right here. Toss over in the middle. Lots of Bearcats in there. Going to be a lost yardage play. Loss of.
And that's what I was talking about in the first half when we you got to recognize that screen, which they did against us, and then we returned the favor right there.
They've had a hard time with our outside screens, it seems like. Might see if we end up coming back to some of that. 11:20 to go in the third quarter. 2 backs in the backfield. Waldron with a quick throw attempt. Going to bounce, incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd and 10. Misfire on their
like
second play.
A little slant right there that he just miscued on. And if he connects, he's going to make a positive yards, but we had guys there to make the tackle.
Third down, quarterback's rolling out to his left. Got a man. No, he does not. Sam Efford with the interception. Return down to the 15-yard line of Waldron. Bearcats will take over deep in Waldron territory. That 3rd and 10 play, the Bearcat defense comes up big. Sam Efford with his 2nd interception.
That's
Now he is made up for the lost ball.
Going to set the Bearcat offense up for a big play right here.
Really puts it up. It's that's 2 turnovers apiece for these teams. Bearcat offense takes over right here in the red zone.
He just kind of stepped right in the lane right there, didn't he, Clint?
Yep. They had it covered high-low, or it looked like high-high, and then Sam stepped in the lane and made the play. Spread formation, single back. You got Peters in motion, play action. Going to put it up to Mason Brotherton. Mason Brotherton just falls down. Hope he's okay. That looked really weird.
I think he just lost his footing.
Lost his footing trying to high point that ball right there. 11 minutes left here in the third quarter. Second and 10. Bearcats just trying to match up one-on-one there with Mason out there on the outside. Max again drops back to pass. Got pressure on the outside, going to get rid of it. Looked like they got a hold of the ball.
It's they
hit his arm.
Got a little, maybe a little bump on his arm right there where he couldn't get everything on it. And, just not going to say quite an Olay block, but you had 3 of your front 3 linemen that just kind of didn't keep their man at the line of scrimmage.
Going to be 3rd and 10 now at the 15-yard line. Bearcats threatening here. Would be a 32-yard field goal, but can't count on that.
Hadn't seen this too many times. 2 stacked receivers.
It's time they give the ball, hand it off. Really thinking a draw situation. And again, nothing on the ground. Absolutely nothing on the ground. That's amazing considering they're completely expecting a pass right there. You know they are.
I still come back to it. I think that hip that Jake, he just does not have – he's not a naturally bursty kid anyway. He's got strength to him, and he's struggling right now to get that first step.
Spread formation. Bearcats are going for it. No, they take that back. It's trips at the top of the field. You got Caleb Peters at the near side slot. Mason Brotherton in the middle. Looking at Mason in the corner of the end zone. Going back to Mason, and it's just not there. 4th and 10. Waldron holds after the turnover at the 15-yard line.
Just had plenty of time to throw the ball off there, Clint. You know, he had a little pressure.
Got the sprint out right there and put the ball up, just not able to connect. Ball thrown a little bit wide. You might like to see him give Mason a chance right there, especially on 4th down. Ball's really uncatchable outside, but we'll see if this Bearcat defense can't come up strong again. It's an option right here, and they look to have it completely swarmed under, and instead he gets out of that initial pressure, and for the big, I'm going to say 15-yard gain.
It was a very good game. It was played pretty good. Somebody should have been free there. You had two guys blocking Sam right there, and
you had 2 guys right at the option mesh, and then looks like they both watched the fullback and didn't tackle the fullback either. Hand off to the fullback. The fullback's loose. He's into the secondary. Big gain. Waldron's gashed the Bearcats on 2 big runs right here.
You had your one of your little outside linebackers right there, Evan Graves, come up just a little bit, maybe tweaked his ankle a little bit, turned his ankle, but he's looks like he's walking it off here, Clint.
Got to keep Evan healthy. 1st and 10, Waldron, their own 39-yard line. They're coming out of the 15. Waldron sticking on the ground, and they get stuck.
Was that?
I believe that's Terwilliger.
Jordan Roberts.
From
Jordan Roberts.
Okay.
He just blew past his man
54.
and met the fullback at the mesh point there, or tailback at the mesh point, and boom, right there.
Yep, sure did. Got a victory at the line of scrimmage on the defensive side of the ball. Going to be 2nd and 12.
Win one, and then you go win another, put them behind the sticks here. 2nd and 12.
Empty backfield. Coming in motion. We got a toss sweep. Trying to get room on the outside. Sam Efford closes it. Not until they gain about 4 on the play. Nice job stopping forward progression.
And you end up stopping them from the 1st down there, but Sam's got to make that play.
Got to make that.
You can't.
Kind of see it coming. It looks like he hesitated a little bit, didn't it?
He's there in position, and he's got to make that.
Doing a good job not letting the block get in on him, but that gives him the opportunity to get to the outside. Looks like he's almost waiting a little bit too long. He's got empty backfield. Quarterback, it's a called quarterback run. He dives it in there. It's going to be a gain of about.
It's going to bring up 4th down.
4th and 2.
Oh, what a spot.
Wow. Boy, they get a very friendly 4th down spot. Looks like Waldron's going to go for it. 4th and 1. Waldron at their own 48-yard line. Big play right here. Bearcats fans trying to make some noise. They got it piled up right at the line of scrimmage, and it is no good. Again, I believe it's the exchange, wasn't it?
Well, it's the exchange because we got pressure. We actually blew the line of scrimmage. We won the line of scrimmage and got it back here at the mesh point.
What a turnover
what
on
a
down.
spot.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
What a spot. He was back
still
there.
Didn't make it,
he was back there 2 yards, yard and a half. That was a turnover on downs for sure, but they made it a lot closer.
Again, folks, we went back and looked at the replay there from that 1st half run by Waldron, and they're definitely going to be called short. It's going to be turnover on downs. Bearcat offense is going to take over.
So good defensive stand so far. We got an interception. We got a 4th and turn it over. We got to find a way to punch it in here, Clint.
Got to make something happen here offensively. It was a very lackluster opening possession there in the 3rd quarter, especially when you're taking over in Waldron's 15-yard line.
Yeah, you got it set gifted to you right there with a turnover, and you got to put your foot on the gas and have a little killer instinct.
Spread formation.
Looks like they brought Peters in and slide up on the short side of the field.
Mason Brotherton squares it off in the middle. They hit Mason right there. Max is just having to run for his life. I mean, that's too fast of a route. He's having to come off of his launch point almost immediately.
But if Max gives all the receivers time over the cross to the middle of the field, we can catch that ball.
Look at that alignment there. He got him sneaking in here. Got pressure coming from the outside. Max hits Jaden Felix.
Just a good little relief valve, and Jaden, sophomore. Heck, that's a 8-yard gain there, Clint.
8-yard gain. Going to be up second and 2. 6:46 left here in the third quarter. Bearcats looking to the sidelines for the call. Got Jaden Felix in at running back. Trips at the bottom of the field. Gavin Hooper, you're getting to where you're running out of room for the deep stuff right here, so Max Montgomery back to pass, again with a quick pass in and out of the hands of Peters. Peters with a nice looking route. He comes in there and stops his momentum, and in and out of his hands right there. Dangerously pops up when you hit the inside stick route. It's very dangerous because there's a lot of green back there. That ball's going to bounce, hopefully bounce. Could bounce into a Waldron Bulldogs hand. Waldron looks like they're bringing pressure here.
Going to see if we can get a blitz killer right here.
Hopefully it's not another 5-step drop. Got safety help at the top on top of Mason, but there is no help in here at the bottom of the field. Max steps into the pocket again, swings out to the right side of the field. This time Peters has it clean, gets down to the 6-yard line. Anthony, this is a tough spot for us. The offense needs space because Max is not able to step up on a launch point. He's got to scramble around.
So it looks like what's being good to us is his ability to spread it out. We're going to have to do a lot of those crossing, dragging routes that start on the backside of the field and working the way he's going to be going.
Or exactly like Jacob Flemings, which is he adjusts off of whatever the called route is. Once he starts in motion, they've got to play that scramble drill right. Got a 2-back set here with the sniffer. See if the Bearcats go on the ground right here. Looks like they don't. It's play action. Going to get it out there quick. You had pressure right in Max Montgomery's face. He's planted right as he's letting go of it. We got to hope he's okay.
Yeah, but he is fine.
Intercepted, and we got a pick 6 right here by the Waldron Bulldogs. That is unfortunate. Let's see if we got that on replay. That's it comes down to the pressure coming from the outside, but that is a possibility that's on Max. If that's a blitz, that's something you got to account for. That's not something you can't just say it's the lineman's fault.
I see the coaching staff is sitting there. Something we read wrong or something we did wrong, but
this extra point, this one is definitely up and good. And Waldron takes the lead 14-7 here in the third quarter. 5:24 left to go in the third quarter. Mena is now trailing 14-7. Did you get that back a little bit farther? This ball is had pressure right in Max's face, and they really had that covered. And I believe Max probably would like to get that up, and but he got hit right as he's releasing it.
So
one of those that he's
wasn't able to get enough on it right there, and ended up floating it because of the pressure in his face.
Max with the second interception this time. Really unfortunate there. The 2 picks on the night so far. 5:24 left here in the third quarter. They're in a dogfight.
You got Peters back deep, and so I don't see
Gavin Hooper with the reception, gets it at about the 7-yard line. Gavin Hooper swings it out to the outside. He's got one man to beat. He's still on his feet, jumps over a defender at the 35-yard line, comes down at about the 40. Nice return by Gavin Hooper. Boy, Gavin looks a lot better, doesn't he?
Hey, I'm telling you right now, just an old coach in me here. I'd
Love
like to see
him.
Gavin get
Got
in the
to
backfield a
generate
little
something on the ground. Boy, we just cannot handle the Waldron front four. They're honestly playing 3 down linemen, and they are just manhandling our offensive line, especially on the interior.
They got 3 linemen, but they are typically they're sending one of those linebackers.
5-14, you got spread formation here. Max Montgomery coming right back out after it. Max trying to find a man. He throws it out of bounds.
He wasn't gonna throw one out interception there, Clint.
Nope. Going to be incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. 5:09 left here in the third quarter. Bearcats taking a while here to get the play in. Well, they got plenty of time on the play clock. Incompletes brings up a 2nd and 10 incompletion right there. They're going to go with trips at the top of the field.
Is that Jacob and Mason and
Got
Peters?
Gavin Hooper got Peters in motion coming to the other side of the field. Heads up field a little too fast. Going up top to Caleb Peters and in and out of the hands right there.
Right
It's
in the old bread basket, and
wow.
your little Pete's going to wish he had that one again, because that was right there for the picking, and may have scored a touchdown on that.
Bring up 3rd down. Looks like we have an injured player on the field.
Is that our sophomore left tackle that's laying there on the ground?
Is that Trey?
That is Trey.
Oh, be another starting offensive lineman there. Lost Jake Brotherton with a possible, got a sore knee. Got 5:03 left here in the third quarter. You're at 3rd and 10 right here. Let's do another ad here. Like to thank Mena Insurance, PT and the folks on Highway 71 North there. Give them a call at 394-2244 for all of your car, home, life, and business insurance needs.
Yeah, they do a lot of commercial
Full-service
stuff.
insurance agency. Mena Insurance, been with us there from the very beginning. I'd like to also thank State Representative John Maddox, representing Polk, Scott, and Montgomery County, doing a great job for us up there.
Good work, works hard for us.
Mm-hmm. We haven't had any rioting either.
No ride.
Can we give him credit for that? Spread formation. It's 3rd and 10. Waldron bringing the heat. Got a man right there. Caleb Peters. This time he answers. I love it. I love it. You come right back to the kid because he is a playmaker. You know, we've said it many times. I mean, he's a kid that when the chips are down, he just makes plays, because you've seen it more so at just every sport that he plays, whether it's baseball or basketball, anything. And that is a much tougher catch than the one he missed. And he comes down with it.
He's just that kid, you know. We call him like a little Swiss Army knife, because you can throw him out there anywhere you can want him. That's going to be on the center. I think he twitched. Going to back us up 5. But, you know, Caleb Peters is that kid that you want on every team that you have, because
Absolutely.
you know what you're going to get out of the kid, not just because his mom and dad sitting down here in front of him listening to him.
Well, they gave us a seat, too. That might have something to do with it.
You got to throw him a little love every now and then.
Jeff Montgomery said last week, we just got beat by 35 Caleb Peters. That's what it's kind of exactly what it was. You saw kind of an exact copy of that. Just guys that could do everything. Again with the pass play, Max Montgomery steps up in the pocket. He reverses out.
Just pressure right up the middle, and you know Max isn't going to be able to avoid it all. We've got to hold somebody out.
Going to be a loss of about 5 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 20. Of course, you were at 1st and 15 before the start of that. 3:42 left here in the third quarter. Bearcat offense is really you're having to make big plays here because just not able to work the ball down the field, not able to get anything going on the line of scrimmage. Again, with a ton of pressure coming.
We're not just
going to bring up 3rd.
Again, we're just going to harp on this up front. We aren't blocking a soul. I don't guess I know who 79 is.
You got Terwilliger in there at right guard.
You just brought Bobby Wallace, your defensive end, in at right tackle.
3rd and 10, 20 now. See if I can give Max Montgomery a little bit of a shot here. Got some time. Got a man over the middle and incomplete. Boy, believe that was intended for, I'm not sure. I think almost like he was going for Mason right there, and he let up, but I'm not positive.
You had Gavin over the top and Mason just underneath, and Max didn't have the time. I think your sophomore running back picked the wrong guy to try to block because the guy he should have had was the guy that was right in Max's face. He had to get rid of it too quick.
Again, Austin Warren out to punt it away. Got to try to put this one deep, and he does. Ball comes down at the 20-yard line. It's fielded clean. Boy, the Bearcat coverage team is right there, not able to come up with a wrap-up. They run him out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 3:05 left here in the third quarter. Bearcats are trailing now 14-7.
Went down, made the defensive stop for the Bearcats. 1st and 10.
Do another one of the ads.
So defense has got to get a stop.
Like to thank the folks at NEDEC, All for Dreams. NEDEC is a huge part of the culture there in Polk County, manufacturing electric motors since the 1950s, right? And then been here for a long time. Like to thank them for being a part of this broadcast. One of the main sponsors. Reverse here by Waldron. They get positive yardage, but it doesn't look like it's much. Actually, they're able to get about 3. Going to bring up 2nd and 7. Waldron made a lot of that. I believe that was their long running play was on that misdirection play.
Yes. It was, and and again, we were there and pretty good coverage on that, and he still was able to pick up 3 yards.
Trips at the bottom of the field. Going to run the option. They're going to hand it off inside. Not able to get much.
Whistle was blown.
Forward, yes.
So you got about 3rd and 5 right here, Clint?
Yes, 3rd and 5. Quarterback's rolling out to the right. He's got a man wide open deep. If he can come up with the catch, and he cannot, and that is a complete busted coverage. I'm not sure. Usually that's a safety issue when you got short third, but it looks to me like it's coach is talking to the corner, but maybe it wasn't a safety. 2:23 left, and Bearcats are really bailed out here. It's 4th and 5, and Waldron at least has one of their own drops.
Fortunately, and that was one of their better players.
Yes. Yep.
That was the Bailey kid.
Wide open. No, that was, I think he's number 10.
Oh.
Might be, and I'm going off memory because in the process of scrambling around, I did not, to set up our TriCaster, we weren't able to get my roster. Gavin Hooper picks the ball up, and he's making something happen. Running right down the sidelines. He pulls. Is that North Texas University that did that to us? He sits there and acts like he's going to take it off, not going to go for it, and Gavin makes a heady play there, sees that the Waldron Bulldogs are not paying much attention.
Well, they were just sitting there. They slowed down a little bit and was going to try to get an extra roll, and when they let up, Gavin said, heck, I can turn on the juices.
Offensive.
So you got a hurt kid here for you got time to take on a little sponsorship. We're going to have a Blake Castor sighting on the offensive line when we come back out of this.
That is a good sign.
They're changing out his number right there.
I'd like to thank the University of Arkansas at Rich Mountain. You have 4 different locations. There's 4 or 6. I don't have my card, but you got lots of locations.
Locations.
Thank the University of Arkansas at Rich Mountain for being a part of this broadcast. Big sponsors for us. Let's take a look at the replay here. Gavin Hooper just gets a hold of that thing, and right as the Waldron defenders were kind of relaxing, big return there.
Set us up in great position.
40 yards. 2 backs in the backfield. You got Blake Castor now on the.
Well, Blake has just got his jersey swapped over, so
Max with time. He's rolling out. Intercepted again. That's the thing. Max has got to put pressure on the defense with his feet right there, because he has room to force that to push it right there on the outside with 3 down linemen. He's got to push that thing, and
it's like they dropped 8 right there into coverage, and that deep safety was just able to realize that he was planting his foot and going.
Yep. Got to make it happen right here. 2:03. Bearcat defense again. Got to step up big. Coming up with some stops here in the second half. Waldron keeping it on the ground. Got the toss sweep. They're able to make some hay right there. Gain of about 7 on the play.
Going to be a way more than just setting the edge pretty good and getting a little speed out there on the edge. Looked like they marked him out of bounds a little bit further than what we were anticipating.
Minute 57 here in the third quarter. That one just took the air out of the crowd right there. That was going to be a direct snap to the running back. Bearcats come up with a stop. I don't believe, it's enough for a first down.
Just enough for a first down there.
Going to be 1st and 10. Waldron at the 30-yard line. One of those that Max really tried to force right there. You can look at some of the other ones and bouncing off of other hands and stuff like that. But that one, or pressure coming on him. He's been in a dogfight here tonight. Trips at the bottom of the field. Going to hand off up the middle. Too much yardage after contact right there.
Just
going to be a gain of about 6. Going to bring up 2nd and 4.
Running right at us.
That clock is running.
Got minute 10 left here in the third quarter. Got to stand tall. Got to get tough. Got to have a little fire in your belly and
absolutely
win a little. Pick your teammates up whenever they don't do what they need to do.
Could be a handoff. This time the Bearcats stuff them hard right there. Going to be third down. Going to bring up a third down. This is a big third down play right here. 2nd and 2.
Looks like Logan got his hat knocked off there. Have you heard any of the scores from any other game around us?
I have not. We got to try to get some of the scores from PT. PT, if you're listening. 3rd and 2. Mena Waldron threatening a 24-year. Boy, nice play again. The Bearcats come up big on third down. I tell you what.
Little
that's
lost
a Coach
yardage right
Bentley,
there.
Right. That's a Coach Bentley called. He just does a great job right there.
Well, that brings up the end of the third quarter, Clint. And, you know, Bearcats are down 14-7 to the Waldron Bulldogs. And that's, I don't know. How many years has it been since Waldron has?
24 years.
24 years
Yes.
since Waldron's beat the Bearcats. And
The last victory was 1988, I believe.
well, in a little
got some
4-4-8 score, looks like Harrison's tagging it to Ozark 33-6.
Absolutely.
Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you in part by Shelter Insurance Agency. Talissa Montgomery, your agent, and she would love to see you come by and try to get your car, truck, SUV, house, motor home. And so we've got to defense is they're bringing out the punter here, Clint. So got to fight off for the fake punt here. Just make sure nothing crazy happens. 4th and yard and a half, 2 yards.
Bearcats covering here. Gavin Hooper takes a real chance right there. Little bit nonchalant. Can't be taking that kind of chance. He was thinking about doing it again.
It just
Bearcats
didn't get
will take over on their
the
own
good bounce on him
21-yard
right
line.
there. When it hit, it kind of scooted on him instead of bouncing up in
Bearcats
his
take
hands.
over here, first possession of the fourth quarter, trailing 14-7. Really have not gotten anything going. Handed great field position here in the second half. Now they got to go 80 yards.
Maybe that's what we needed.
That's it. Well, we got more room now.
We got
That's
more
it.
room to
That's
work.
It. Of course, now got 3 picks. You know, Max has got to come up big because this is one of those situations where it kind of shake your confidence.
So it looks like Castor's going to trot out there at left guard.
Hand off to Jaden Felix and not able to get anything going. They just swarm them. It's amazing. Amazing. We're going to play a high school football game and not have any yards rushing. 11:30 left here in the ball game. Bearcats go backwards on 2nd and 12.
Had a Waldron Bulldog player that was trying to get himself stretched off. He just going to nonchalantly jog off the field here.
Just now starting the play clock. Going to be 2nd and 12. Loss of a couple on the play. Bearcats are bringing in 2 backs to try to add the protection. Of course, there's lots of help now with got Jake Wiles with the swing pass. Puts his hand out there, tries to gain a couple. He only gets a couple.
Going to get not even back to the original line of
It's going to be
scrimmage.
3rd and 10. 3rd and 11. Not much there. Bearcats just trying to slow them up.
13.
3rd and 13. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
It's got Mountain Man on the other side of the field.
He's been
10
calling
minutes
these
left to
Waldron
go in the
Bulldog
game.
games for 100 years, it seems like.
Got 2 backs in the backfield, and that really changes the equation. Mason has to make a play right here. Max Montgomery takes off up the field. Got a flag right there, and I think probably going to be a hold. Going to generate a sack.
It's going to be a hold by Bobby Wallace right there.
Flag on the play.
They're
Really had time. Max Montgomery had some time on that one. Going to have to make a decision, get rid of it.
But you only have 2 guys going out in a route package right there. You have a back leaking out.
Thought he looked away from Mason a little too fast as Mason came off of his second move. Going to be 4th and long. 10 minutes left to go in the ball game. Bearcats are punting deep in their own territory. This is a dangerous spot. Look for Waldron to come after this thing. Bringing heat on the outside. What a punt. Couldn't come at a better time. Lands at the 45-yard line. Takes a big Mena bounce. They're letting it go.
What a
Gets
punt.
it out. Huge play there by Austin Rose. Great punt.
That's a 56-yard punt, Clint.
Yep. Great job. $9:55. Boy, defense is held up here the second half, Anthony.
You know, the only score that Waldron has here in the second half is the pick 6 down on our – he intercepted that on about the 10-yard line and took it 90 yards. And
absolutely. 9:55 left here, and Waldron's really done a good job with this Bearcat offense here tonight, and really figuring out how to generate pressure with very few people.
They're going to line up in the dead tee for the first time tonight.
Yep. Going to pound it straight ahead. Bearcats. Waldron, I think, you know, you're looking at it from their perspective. Going to look at the replay here, and Bearcat defense does a great job here. Looking at it from their perspective, they've really got the offense stymied.
We can't do anything.
Nope. Going to have, you know, having that max protect with the multiple backs in the backfield, not necessarily going to be the answer, because he's going to have to got to get people open. Really got to continue with that spread formation. Try to get the stick routes and the stuff that's worked for you. Going back to pass, got pressure on the outside. Great job by Jaden Felix, I believe, was it? No, it's not.
Coy.
No, it's 55. Who is that?
That's Castor's new number.
Castor's new
That's
number,
Castor's
that's right.
new number.
Great job by Castor right there.
We got a Waldron Bulldog down or what? Yep, somebody's laying there on the sidelines.
Yep. Might be the quarterback, because that's right where he got tackled. 9 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Bearcats trailing 14-7.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Bay Wash Car Wash, where they take pride in your ride. We can't let out you lock it storage, because
that's right. Get in trouble.
You've got to go in and get a car wash, and you can say, "Hey, I need to store some stuff too."
That's right. Take all the stuff.
When
out of your
Talissa
car.
kicks you out of the house, is it you got a place to put your junk?
Well, I got a place to stay.
Yeah.
I'll pull my Suburban into the storage unit. That's where I'll stay. 9:02 left to go in the ball game. Also like to thank the folks at Mena Ford, located there on the north part of town, for the complete lineup of Ford cars and trucks. Go see Anthony Efford at Mena Ford.
Come on down.
That's right. He likes his job so much, he's named after his product. Brian Hensley is thinking about changing his name to E-Pallet.
E-Pallet.
Also like to thank Union Bank in Mena, hometown banking at its best. Go see the folks for your financial needs at Union Bank in Mena. Huge part of this Bearcat broadcast from the very beginning. 9:02 left to play. We'll see if this Bearcat defense can hold strong. Got 3rd and 12, and it was the quarterback. Got a change at quarterback right here, and he's dropping back to pass. Quick throw, and it's picked off.
None other than Caleb Peters right there. Just sitting back in that safety spot and a ball hawk.
Making another play.
So, again, Clint, our offense is set up in excellent field position. We've got to find a way to put the ball in the end zone. Get this game tied back up so that we can win this thing here in the fourth quarter.
It's gut check time. You know, it's this offense goes right through number 12, and he's had a really bad quarter, and he's got to just forget about it. He's had a bad half here so far in the second half, and had a lot of bad things happen in the first half. But
All that can be remedied.
A lot of that stuff can be forgiven. You know, you make a drive right here. Bearcat defense again putting the offense in great position. And this is not the time to feel sorry for yourself. Got to get this Bearcat offense moving. Got Evan Graves back there with Jaden Felix. Got a junior and a sophomore there flanking Max Montgomery. Drop back to pass. It's again a 5-step drop. Quick throw out to Jaden Felix. Got Jaden, makes a man miss, staying on his feet.
What
Gut
a fight.
check time.
What
I
a
love
fight
that
by
kid.
your sophomore.
I love that kid. He's just a football player.
He said, get me the ball and I'll make a play for you.
Reminds me of Mike Allstott. His plays, they never looked real cool. It's like he's got that he's got that weird gait about him, but, man, he just always makes stuff happen, doesn't he?
Good things are going to happen.
You know, nobody under the age of 50 knows who Mike Allstott is.
But he was an absolute stud.
Absolutely. He just made stuff happen. $1993 was the last Waldron victory. Wow. Waldron here threatening that tonight. Mena at 2nd and 3. Max Montgomery steps up into the pocket. He's got room. This time he takes off with his feet.
First down.
Believe he got a first down, and that's huge.
And we've got to have a little bit of that from Max.
Absolutely. He's got to go do that. I mean, because there's been opportunities. I know he's had some tough situations, but going to go ahead and move the sticks. And so Max pulls the ball down and makes something happen with his feet, and that's huge. That can change a ball game right there. 1st and 10, 7:54 left to go in the ball game. Max Montgomery with a first down run, really the only positive yardage besides Mason Brotherton's quarterback sneak that we've had on the ground. Am I right?
Well, they really gave us a short clock to work with here, didn't they?
Yes, got to snap it. Wow. Golly, it's a first down.
They never reset the play clock.
Got 1st and 15. That's something Max has got to watch that. 1st and 15.
I think that's what Craig was down there pleading for, is resetting the play clock. But we got to get the play in quicker. It's already 14 seconds.
Down to 10. Don't have time for motion. Mason Brotherton out on the route. Max throws it out of bounds right there.
Had a lot of time there.
He had a lot of time. It's exactly right. So at that point in time, you got to take off. You got to make something happen. 2nd and 15 now. 7:52 left in the ball game. Caleb Peters coming in for
Evan Graves.
Got to have the multiple targets. That's the only way this thing's going to work. Basically, you're blocking 4 people with 7, and that does at least way too many back in coverage. Balls snapped back. Max is giving ground. Doesn't have a man. Pulls it down. Hits Caleb Peters right there at the 5-yard line. Touchdown, Bearcats. Now the big question here is the extra point.
You gotta have the.
Great job by Caleb Peters. Just good stuff happens. You know what I mean? Absolutely, good stuff happens when he's out there on the field.
But Max is having to run for his life to get the time. But
well, he really had it. I mean, went away. You know, at that point in time.
And that is up and perfect. You know, little Peter's parents are down here. They're going nuts in front of us.
You know, I think they're the player of the game for giving us the camera spot. And then have their son really be the player of the game out there on the field. It's a great night for the Peters family so far. See if we can't keep making plays here. So the Bearcats tie it now, 14-14.
So we got to get down on this coverage, make a coverage, maybe cause a fumble here.
I'd like to thank the folks at Gentry Chevrolet, Gentry located in DeQueen, for your complete Chevrolet car and truck lineup. Full service Chevrolet dealership, free delivery to Mena customers. Like to love having them on board. Mena's longest winning streak is 24 games, 1994 to present right now. Definitely in Mena's series was not played in 98 and 99. That's the only time since way back in the 70s.
I may have to scoot down here. I'm getting in the film crews.
Short kickoff, fair caught at the 38-yard line. Wow. Not sure what the plan was there. That's tough.
I think he just missed that.
Might have. We've gotten the 2 extra points, though, which is obviously key here. 7:39 left to go in the ball game.
Let's go, Dave!
Excuse me.
Mena won every game, and from obviously all in the from 2000 until now. The average score was 32-11 from 2000 to 2010, and 42-10. But this is not the same Waldron team, is it? Waldron quarterback back to pass. He's got a screen, and well played by Caleb Peters.
Little Pete sniffed that out right there. Still picked up a few more than I thought they did, but
Yep. Well run screen right there, well blocked. Going to be 2nd and 7 with 7:11 left to go in the ball game. Scores tied 14-14. Mena is relegated to throwing the ball constantly here. Be a running play on the right side to trying to string it out. They do a great job right there. Wow. Jake Short just gets obliterated after the play over there on the sidelines. Wow. Watch that.
I guess he's behind the referees, so they're not going to see that.
They didn't see it. You're right, it was behind the referee. It's amazing.
Defense is standing strong here.
Defense has got to stand strong again. Expecting a lot out of them. 6-20.
Bearcat fans are really coming alive for this 3rd down and 6 here.
They hand it off, and it's an outside run play. Looked like they might have had it sealed, and I think Sam Efford doesn't make the tackle, but he fights through the block to turn it in. It looked like he was getting beat, and then right at the last minute, taking a look at the replay here, he's got a man. He gets on his outside shoulder, but then he decides to sell out and go ahead and force him inside. Boy, if that running back he didn't really see that.
We'll give you a little 4-4A. Lamar has taken a 28-6 lead over Pottsville.
Lamar, judging from their junior high, they can't judge things by that, but they're going to be a tough addition. 4th down, it's going to be a punt right here. Waldron's going to punt this thing away, and they shank it towards the sidelines. Looks like it going to bound towards the out of bounds, but Bearcats are going to take over on their 30-yard line. And again, you're going to put the ball in Max Montgomery's hands, and your fortunes are going high and low. And of course, the last possession, it ended on a high, so we got to see if we can keep that going. You did see one thing. You saw some of the Max make a play with his feet. We'll see if we can.
And for us to be successful down for the rest of this year, he's got to be able to, when he sees that green grass, he's got to pick that up.
Going to have to. I'd like to thank the folks at Smith Pallet, quality pallet since 1949. Love having them on board for this broadcast.
We've always got time to throw a little Smith pallet action.
Absolutely. You don't actually throw the pallet, but we meant the ad, right?
Yes.
All right. Again with the two-back set. Max Montgomery drop back to pass. It's a quick throw out to Gavin Hooper. Gavin catches it. Gain of about 7 on the play.
And Clint, we can catch that all night long if we throw it.
Boy, that's dangerous though, because he's got help. I mean, with three receivers, everybody's going to have help over the top. You know, they're dropping the safety back, so that's going to allow those short guys to jump that short route. I mean, it's got to be a perfect pass. It has to be right on because they're going to jump it. Got trips at the top of the field. This time they're going with a single back look. Max is going to have to get rid of it early. Boy. On the defense, first down.
I was thinking that 51 got a little bit of a head start.
I hope so, because he blew right by the right guard. Good to see Trey back out there. Trey, number 76. 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Bearcats driving here. First down. Ball on their own 43-yard line.
Well, got play clock's running down.
Play clock's running down. It is taking too long. Yes. Got 8 seconds. They get it off. Got a drag route by Mason over the middle, looking at him. Max has to pull it down. It still hits him after avoiding the pressure. They're marching this thing down. That's a short gain, but it's big. You stay ahead of the sticks, and Max is able to avoid the pressure there early. Pull it out, and
that the pressure there came right over your left guard. Everybody else didn't do a horrible job there, Clint.
Got spread formation. It's 2nd and 6 now with 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. It's tied 14-14. Max is back to pass. Got a drag route to Mason. Max has got pressure. Going to get away with a hold because we definitely held. Got a jersey stretching and 2 Bearcat offensive linemen chasing their guy, and we just can't protect right here. 3rd and 6 now.
You got to give him a little bit of time, guys.
Yep. They can stand in there and pass block a little bit. And one of those is Bobby Wallace. That's one of your better linemen. You're going to see it really is.
Getting his first offensive line.
Bobby Wallace jumps right there. So now you go from 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 11. Third and 11, 5:02 left to go in the ball game. This is a conference matchup. We keep talking about it's you're through with the preseason. It didn't go how you like, but now you're facing a buzzsaw right here in Waldron, Arkansas. 24-game win streak at risk. Trips at the top of the field. Max Montgomery rolls out, got a man deep. Caleb Peters, and he's going to catch it. That kid's going to catch it. What a play. You know, Caleb's having the game of his life, but Max Montgomery stood in the pocket. You got pressure coming. Can we roll that back? Because you had a deep 5-step drop, and you've got to attack that thing. And the replay came in there kind of late. But if you had Max pull the ball down, avoid the pressure, reset his feet, and then fire deep, we got a Waldron Bulldog down. We can do another ad if we want.
I believe that's the kid that ended up tackling Peters.
Go ahead.
Don's Easy Pay with the locations in DeQueen, Mena, Waldron, Idabel, Broken Bow, and Podo. And they're going to be in Boonville in the year 2021. But, all your appliances, upholstery, or not upholstery, but
Upholstery. I guarantee you talk to Brandon.
he'll get you some washer
Calvin?
and dryers and some.
I bet he'd even put some upholstery on the washer for you if you want to sit on it.
If you want to pay for it, he probably
I bet he would. I bet he would. We'll take a look at that replay again. This is also we got a replay here. Max Montgomery sets up. Great follow-up block by, wow. What do we got going on out there? Great block in the great block by the running back in the backfield, Jaden Felix, to help buy Max some time so he could
step up
shift
in the
his
pocket.
feet. Yeah. Again, it looks like we're just getting incessant pressure from right up the middle. And but the running back, Jaden Felix, ends up making a really good block, really pancaked the Waldron defender. And Max shifts his feet, plants them, and fires it deep for the completion to Caleb Peters, having a monster night tonight. 4:53 left to go in the ball game.
Did Caleb come off the wide side across the field?
Yes. Yep. Every one of these things are, we can take a look at it again. It'd be great. Yeah, it's trips at the top of the field, so somewhere in that scrum. And
he just worked his way
Caleb
all
works
the way
his way
across.
all the way across and complete down at the 7-yard line. So when you got your Division I big tight end and you got lots of folks out there, somebody's got to come up with a big play. Going to have to block it. 4:53 left to go in the ball game. Got two backs in the backfield. Going to be interesting to see if they go to the ground. They've gained absolutely nothing on the ground so far. In motion is Gavin, and they are, and he's got the edge. Coy House missed a block,
Touchdown.
but they're still in for the touchdown. What a time to make yardage on the ground. We have 1st and goal at the 6-yard line, and a place that we've really struggled with this offense. We've moved it between the 20s well, but then being able to punch it into the end zone, and we finally get yardage on the ground from Gavin Hooper.
And I think that's a move that we may need to see a little bit more of this year goes on. Gavin's got the little extra speed and running.
Extra point is up, and it is good. Bearcats take the lead with 4:46. What a way to fight back for this Bearcat offense. He's taken over there at their own 25-yard line, wasn't it? I believe it was 25. This drive started.
Pretty close.
And able to drive the field. And Max Montgomery, you get a feeling where there's a little bit of feeling sorry for himself. Take a look at that replay. Coy House, I said he missed the block because he took off at this guy, and it's almost like the kid ran away from him. But he ran backwards, luckily. So I was going to say he missed him because it looked like Coy was about to just uncoil on somebody. And the kid just got out of his way. Just basically, he didn't want any of that. So what a great play by the Bearcats. You had the wideouts up there at the top of the field, I think, were Caleb and Mason Brotherton, who both had to come up with a big block for that to happen. And what a great play, and how that bodes well, be able to make it on the ground, Anthony.
And cause you have to be able to run the ball. We can't depend on throwing the ball.
No.
Every time.
Every time. It just that's not going to work. High, short kick, fair caught at the 36-yard line. Boy, seems like we've covered it pretty well, but the Waldron's got some serious features. I believe they've got the first or second ranked 100 meter guy. This is all from Byron Bailey. So, and keep in mind, most of the information from this Bearcat Foundation broadcast, thanks to Anthony Efford, is inaccurate.
Try to make it as inaccurate as possible.
It's fine, exactly. 4:46 left to go in the ball game. What is accurate is the Bearcats are leading 21-14. The only score Waldron has got here in the second half has been from their defense. See if this Bearcat defense can hold. This time they give up 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
Let them set that edge right there. You got to get a push from your. It's a controlled push, but you can't let them have the edge on you and give you give ground.
It's good. You're right, Anthony, because you can't just fire off upfield because you're leaving a gap behind you.
It's a controlled fire there to control the edge, keep that off shoulder free.
Bearcats with 5 players right at the line of scrimmage. He's got leverage on the outside. Sam Efford, just get outside of him. But, man, he turns it upfield in a hurry. That reminds you of Waldron. Again, Sam in great position. It's just like he turns his hips a little bit too late. Going to be 1st and 10. Waldron with the ball just inside their territory. 4:32 left to go in the ball game. Bearcats leading 21 all.
Still a lot of time in this game.
Yes, plenty of time. Going to be the option play. They dive forward too much on that. Going to gain 4. Going to bring up 2nd and 6. 4 down territory, 4:23. So they're definitely way ahead in the sticks in that situation. Look for Waldron to keep this thing on the ground.
Yeah, they tried to get a spread out and then run the ball in between that on that play.
They're effective at passing it, though. Trips at the bottom of the field again with that belly sweep right there. Get him down in a hurry, but it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and about 1. 2.
Yeah, 2. Get a little bit more on it than we thought.
You got to have your 2 ends on that sweep action. But Bobby Wallace and Blake Castor got to get that edge set.
3rd and 1 right here. 2 backs in the backfield. Bearcat crowd making some noise right here. Dive straight ahead. He is swamped. Oh my gosh, what spot. Oh, he just barely got back to the line of scrimmage, and they give him a 1st down. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. I hope they give him the business right there. That is amazing.
Bearcat fans are really unhappy with that one, and as they should be.
Spread offense. He's back to pass. He had a little bit of pressure. It's up. Oh, wow. Caleb was jumping the route right there, and it was thrown in accurately right where Caleb would have been.
Yes.
But he had good instincts right there because as soon as that quarterback, Caleb is in great position. As soon as the quarterback wound up to throw it, Caleb closed. If he'd have thrown that on target, Caleb would be going the other way with it.
Yes, he would have.
3:03 left to go in the ball game. Now Waldron is at 2nd and 10. Mind is definitely 4 down territory with only 3:03 left to go. Waldron trailing by 1 touchdown. Again, that sweep to the left side. This time,
sniffed out.
Turned it back in.
I believe that was Castor on that side and Sam on that side that forced it back to the inside where the help was. You're going to bring Gavin
3rd
in.
and 10. Gavin's going in at corner. Jake Short has had his hands full physically out there. That's a tough wide receiver. Has really handled him on some of the running plays. 3rd and 10 right here. Waldron in a passing situation. 2:20 left to go to the ball lane. Coy's bringing pressure. It's picked up. Throws it out to the outside. It's complete for the 1st down. Throwing it on Gavin right there, I think. And that's tough. Waldron with the 1st down. They get it down there to the 25. Bearcats have another 4 downs to stop the Waldron Bulldogs. 2:19. Waldron with plenty of time. Don't know what the timeout situation is. Score from across 4A. Lamar is leading Pottsville 28-6. Score from Christy Plunkett. Thank you. Handoff. They do that toss sweep out here to this side, and he gets the edge. No, he doesn't. Got penetration. Sam this time, he dove upfield, able to bend it backwards. Sam shoots through the gap. Who comes up with the play? The linebacker, Coy House, all the way to the outside. What a play. 2nd and 9. Great job by Coy.
That pressure made him get a little bit deeper.
Got him a little bit deeper. It gave Coy time to get out there and get it. 2nd and 9. Minute 43 left to go in the ball game. Option right there. Toss out to the outside, and he's got space, and he's an athlete. That's the first time we've seen that. That's a triple option, and he went to the pitch that time. Reminiscent of what we saw last week. Got room just outside the 10, so it's 1st and 10. It is not 1st and goal. Waldron threatening, minute 32.
You know, when you face a
I don't know why they stopped the clock. Wow. Handoff, got space on the outside, almost makes a tackle. Blake Castor almost makes a tackle. I believe he just gets back to the line of scrimmage, didn't he?
Yeah, line of scrimmage is all they got.
Almost a big loss yardage play there, 2nd and 8. Minute and 8, and I believe Waldron has at least one timeout left. Score is 21-14 here, folks. Crowd is making some serious noise.
They're getting behind the Bearcats right here.
Triple option. He pitches out to the outside. He's immediately hit. Wow, what a run for a gain of 5 yards. Believe that's Austin Rose with the initial contact. Timeout Waldron. 41 seconds.
Evan Graves was on that, I think.
Evan Graves in great position for a lost yardage play. And they give up 6-yard lines. Let's give shout out to one of our sponsors, Brodick Cylinder Heads, making aluminum racing components since 1965. Started out making heads, and now they make blocks and intake manifolds and lots of products there at Brodick's to make your stuff go faster. It's exactly what you need. Also like to thank Christopher Thrill, Arvest Wealth Management. Go see Christopher for your retirement, 401k, IRA, lots of acronyms, and I apologize, Chris, because
it sounds like
FBI, CIA. Go see Christopher for your wealth management systems there at Arvest. Also like to thank the folks at Sterling Machinery for coming on board. Great stuff happening at Sterling. Go out there.
Great company, great people.
Great people. Been in Mena since the 60s, I believe, as well. Lots of machining happening in Mena, Arkansas, and Sterling is on the leading edge of that. 42 seconds right here. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and 10 and 3. Dive on the right side of the field. Waldron, I believe, is down close to a 1st down. It's just a dive play right there. Going to be enough for a 1st down.
They had a pulling guard on that there, Clint, and they kicked Sam out bad right there. Is that going to be a 1st down?
Very close to it. It was not 3rd and goal. They're going to go out there and measure, and looks to me like it's enough for a 1st down. Judging from the spots they've been getting, wow, I don't know. Hate to whine about it, but why not? Got a great job by the camera crew. I don't like what I see, though.
Yeah.
Going to be enough for a 1st down.
Regardless, you've got to be tough
Gonna
right
have to
here.
punch it in. 37 seconds left. Possibility of over, and you got to make an extra point. 2-back set. Waldron going to try to punch it in. They're going to go in with the quarterback, and he goes right over that left guard, able to make it in. Mena has been able to get penetration on the inside, just not that play. Of course, it's 1st to goal. So 29 seconds, Anthony. Huge play right here. We had what we thought was a missed extra point on the 1st touchdown, but it evidently did go in. We whined a lot about it, but to no avail.
Their extra point kicks have been a little bit low. Looks like they're going to bring Mason Brotherton in, try to get a little pressure. I'd have brought him right up the middle.
21-20, got pressure up the middle, and it's up and good. Score is tied, 21-21 with 29 seconds left.
That's his best kick of the night, too, Clint.
Yes, it is.
And you had plenty of Bearcats there giving him a look.
Did a great job trying to get inside. Blake Castor's getting up with a little bit of a limp. So 21-21 with 29 seconds left to go in the ball game. Waldron at 3-0, threatening to go 4-0 here. Not threatening, it's tied, so it's just scary because you know we haven't come down here. We've seen some close ball games. You know, Carson.
Yes.
We had some struggles with them and then pull away late, and now you're looking at a possible overtime. Of course, if they kick it deep to Gavin, which I bet they don't, but
I expect maybe a little squib kick or something like that.
Yep. Greg Brotherton himself said, if we win this thing tonight, it's going to be Caleb Peters and Jaden Felix, and going to have to get some big plays from those guys. And did he ever call that? .29 seconds left to go in the ball game. Waldron looks like they're lining up to kick it deep, maybe. They go there and they squib it short. It's popped up. Going to have to get on it. They get on it, and finally, after it rolls down to the 35-yard line, so he got 27 seconds.
That was a little scary right there, Clint. Mason was able to fall on it.
Tell you what, I don't know that you don't go for it here. We definitely got more height than them. If you can draw it back, I don't know that I don't take a Hail Mary shot. Come down with it about the 30 because we got a timeout.
You know,
there's an awful lot of talking back there to do a kneel.
Kind of thinking like the first game of the year where Gavin's already shown that he's got some speed to get to the edge, and then he pops up and hits a Sam or a Mason or somebody down the field on like a double pass type deal, or it'd be a double pass because it'd be a pitch forward.
Yep, hitch and pitch.
Yep.
Got Coy House in the backfield.
But they're getting a little deeper here to fight off any deep pass.
Yeah. Max Montgomery dropping back to pass. He puts it up early. Don't know what was going on there. That's a miscommunication there, but how on earth did they let Jacob Flemons loose? Max holds on to that a little bit longer. I think he thought that was going to be a comeback.
I think he just saw that pressure coming off the left side and said, I'm going to throw it out of bounds and live to fight another play.
Gavin Hooper going to replace. No, he's not replacing. They're just flipping sides of the field. Boy, you know exactly what he saw. They're coming back to it. They're going to try to jam him and then see. No, they're not. It's going to be a double pass. Maybe not. Hooper's looking to get upfield. Still on his feet. Fighting forward. First down. Got to call a timeout right here. No, they're not. They're running it. Gavin Hooper with a nice run on the play, gain of about 15. Clock is now running at 14 seconds. God, it takes him forever. Wow. The run off 15 seconds before, I don't know, were we calling a timeout? I don't know.
It looked like Craig was right there at him trying to get the timeout called. They're going to put back 15 seconds.
Yep. They're going to add the
put
time
15 seconds
clock.
back on the clock. So
you got 24.
They let 7 seconds, 8 seconds run off.
Okay. They're adding 8. Okay. So 15 seconds left to go in the ball game. Bearcats at midfield. Bearcats use, I think, the final timeout. Waldron didn't believe in showing that. Nice run on the sweep right there. Again, another positive running. Might be in positive running yards. The rushing yards for the night with a sweep by Gavin Hooper.
I sure like him back there getting the ball. I know you lose him on the edge, but we got other receivers that can catch the football and
see the
that speed that he gives you. And he still catch the ball out of the backfield.
Caleb Peters has made some serious plays here tonight to keep these Bearcats in it. 21-21 with 7 seconds left to go. Wow, they put 2 seconds on. Be interesting to see where this goes. You got safety spread out deep, so they're going to let it go up. It's going to be a jump ball. Going to be a quick throw out to Mason Brotherton, and he catches it, falls down.
A little short of the first down.
A little short. I believe they call they call a timeout. We did have another timeout.
I don't know that we used one in the second half.
And once again, an inaccurate stats here from Anthony Efford. 3 seconds left to go on the game clock. They let the reason you hear all the noise here in the stands is they let easily 8 seconds off, and wow, they added 2 more back on. The Waldron Bulldogs are definitely getting the home field advantage here at the clock.
Cooking with the home field.
Yep, definitely. Waldron got their first touchdown on a run on a dive play. Bobby Wallace rolls the runner up, and he just gets back up and runs again. And they did not blow the whistle. Of course, that's on the Bearcats for not going ahead and continuing to play. But go back and look at the replay. The knee was definitely down. The Bearcats have fought through it. Max Montgomery had a rough stretch there. We've had 3 picks and 3 interceptions, and then we fought back and scored a couple touchdowns here in the fourth quarter to bring the score tied 21-21. 5 seconds left. Max Montgomery's dropping back. He's going to try to get the ball to Gavin Hooper. Gavin Hooper with the ball, and it's caught! Touchdown, Gavin Hooper. The Bearcats are going to win. That thing is laid up in the air in perfect time. Gavin Hooper comes up with the catch.
With the time running off the
clock. With the time running off the clock. Nothing Waldron can do about it now. They can run it all they want. You know, Bearcats are going to be the victors.
Max has fought back tonight and, didn't look the prettiest early on in this game.
Absolutely not. And
overthrowing
especially
quite a few balls.
That third quarter. And he really got himself gathered up. And, Gavin Hooper with the drop early on. I love it that those 2 guys made the connection. 2 seniors. We're going back to the replay here, Anthony. And it's really laid up just perfect right in between the safety and the outside corner. Of course, I don't know that Max meant that. It just happened to come out that way. On a last play of the game, you're basically just trying to time it. And they lay it right there in the corner. And Gavin, Gavin's going to start making those plays.
So they're going to make us line up even though the time's off.
That's standard.
And get the extra point kicked. But, man, what a play to finish the half, finish the game to after you give up the late touchdown for Waldron to come back and tie it up, and then you're able to fight through some adversity tonight, Clint.
Yep.
And,
I'd like to take this opportunity to be catty. I hope one of the cameramen point the camera to the top of the press box and see how much room they've got up there. How about that, Brian? Waldron faithful made Don and Mary take the cameras down right as we were setting them up, and wow, that's amazing.
I think Waldron took a timeout to make a – Waldron did. They called a timeout to freeze us.
What is the point here? What could possibly be happening here? Maybe Maybe they can sell some more egg rolls. Yes, there's not enough room for Don and Mary. And keep in mind the press box goes all the way out to the edge and back behind that parapet. And that's where Don normally sets up for the last 15 years whenever we're here. But tonight there's not enough room. So anyway, just point that out. But glad the Bearcats coming away with a victory here. It's going to stretch that winning streak out to 25 games. I know this is by far the most impressive Waldron Bulldog team. They have fought hard.
They're going to win a lot of football games this year.
Football game, I'm telling you.
You don't want them to be dejected. You just didn't want them to win here tonight.
This is not a pillow fight, definitely. Greg. Gummit, Greg.
And the other story
the
here
extra
tonight
point is up and good. That bodes well for the future because we needed that. 4 for 4 on the extra point.
Jet Size made all 4 extra points tonight. Not even a question. They were split the center.
We're going to play that last play again, Anthony. I think that's something that's definitely worth it because you're thinking you're just going to go do a normal Hail Mary play, but ball thrown just in perfect stride with Gavin Hooper. And I don't think the Waldron defenders thought he could throw it that far. You know, I believe that play was from our own 45. Max backs up to the 50 and just throws a shot. It's not particularly that far, but he just put a lot of arch on it. Drops it right
in between the two.
Right in between. I'm not going to claim that he's good enough to be able to do that, but anyway, it just so happened to be. But what a great way to end this ball game. And that's the final is 28-21. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors tonight for coming on board. And hope everybody enjoyed this broadcast tonight. Brought to you by the Bearcat Foundation. And please subscribe to the YouTube feed. It would really help us. We got to get to 1,000 subscribers. And Anthony put out a plea last week, and I think 2 people subscribed. So yeah. I've got to get more than 2. As long as I get 3 subscribers. So sign up for Google if you don't have a Google. All you got to do is sign up for a Google account. You don't have to pay anything. Do not give them your social security number as the password. And click the subscribe button. If we can get to 1,000, we can do mobile broadcasts from all the sports right here on the YouTube channel because it works a whole lot better. And with that, folks, we're going to sign off here and see you next week at Pottsville.
At Pottsville. So what a great night for Bearcat football.